Does anyone recognize the style, a particular composer's style that's being emulated here? Yeah.
What?
A little Copeland in there.
Yeah.
A little Copeland, like a lot of Copeland. It's,
Yeah.
the melody, the harmony, the orchestration are right out of Appalachian Spring. It's pan-diatonic, it's the open voicings, it's bouncing little fragments, rhythmic fragments around, and then expanding the rhythm to turn it into a melody. All of these are things that we just studied a few months ago in Copeland.
Anyway, we're rehearsing the main title with John, but before that he gave us a 15-minute lecture. He says, "Don't watch my elbow, watch my wrist." And that went on for 15. We didn't know what he was talking about. So anyway, we're playing the main title, and the door opens up, and this entourage of people walk in, and it opens up, and out steps Leonard Bernstein, who wrote the score. And he yells, "Can I swear here, John?"
Yeah, you can swear.
He says, "John Green, you son of a the tempo is too fast." So John got all shook up. He used to line up all his pills on the podium. And he went to get his pills, they all fell over. The band was laughing. We had to take a 10. That's the truth. These are all true stories. Anyway, we're doing the movie Some Like It Hot, and every time Tony Curtis played the sax, you could see it, but I was doing the actual playing. And so we were doing an award show at the Beverly Hills Hotel with Nelson Riddle. And we were on a break, and we were in the band room, and who walks in by mistake, because he was really bombed? Tony Curtis. He said, "Musicians, I love musicians." And he said, "Where's the men's room?" So we told him. Anyway, he walked in, and as he was walking, he could barely walk on. I said, "Mr. Curtis, my name is Gene Cipriano, and you and I have something in common." He said, "What's that, kid?" I said, "Well, every time you played the saxophone in Some Like It Hot, that was me playing." He turned around, he came over and gave me the wettest kiss. God. The guys in the band were on the floor. He said, "You made me look good." I said, "Thank you."
How about working with vocalists, either recording or live?
Oh, here's a funny story. I was doing this record day with Sinatra and Warner Brothers with either Gordon Jenkins or Nelson Riddle. We started at 7. It was a huge orchestra, 75 men. We're into 5 minutes of the set. In walks Ava Gardner. And she had this beautiful mink. We don't know if she had any clothes on underneath. Her hair wasn't combed, no makeup, and she looked gorgeous. So she whispers something in Frank's ear, and Frank said, "Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night." But he had to pay the whole orchestra. He had to pay for a record day, 3-hour record day. We're only there 5 minutes, and he went bouncing off. I hope he got lucky that night. I got a funny Lalo Schifrin story. He had just come from Argentina, and he got to do Mission Impossible. So the first day, he spoke with a very heavy accent, and he wrote beautifully. Then he wrote, there was an alto solo in one of the cues, and the alto player played it, and Lalo says, No. I said, I want you to sound more like Ronnie Lang, who was a great alto player, played with Les Brown. And the saxophone player stood up, he says, "I am Ronnie Lang." True story. And Lalo just went from one foot to the other, and he said, oh, okay.
We have a doubling here of the oboe and English horn with the muted trumpets. And that's a very interesting sound. For you guys who are into music history, you might know that there are actually war oboes that are used or were used out on the battlefield because the instrument could be so loud and penetrating that it would be used to frighten your enemies. I'm not suggesting that you use that timbre in your intimate romance, but yeah, the double reeds and the brass can blend. So let's hear that passage. Bassoon can really help fill out the low end of the wind section. And you don't even necessarily need a trombone or a tuba to give a nice full bass sound to a wind section. You can do it with the bassoon, or double them.
Yeah.
And also one of the very important things that's actually worth knowing about acoustics is that bell sounds have a lot of overtones. They have the most overtones. That's why bells sound like bells and like nothing else, is that they have the most overtones. So not only is it an octave above...
Other than cymbals.
Other than
You gotta
cymbals.
be careful with the bells when you're writing them. You really do, because you take a look at it, they sound 2 octaves higher than they're written, but they've got overtones that go fifth, 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 all the way up.
Right.
So you write something that's gonna be in unison, you might get a harmonic rub, even though the notes are being played the right place by both people. You might get a rub that might not be so successful.
Wow.
So you kind of have to be careful with that.
Yeah, that's really noticeable when you have lower pitched bells, like tubular bells, like chimes,
Yeah.
because they're lower. So that means the harmonics go up into registers where other instruments might be playing. So you hear the celeste is up so high that all those overtones are way up, above 10,000 hertz. So they activate that register. There's something going on way up there, and that sounds cool to our ears. Because it has a jazz-like feel. And a lot of those lines are jazz riffs. And that's part of how you make something sound like jazz, is you take a riff, a little melodic or rhythmic fragment, and you repeat it over and over again with little variations. That's the building blocks of jazz. But to do that through the whole orchestra, you have to kind of slow down. It's like Beethoven. You can't be pounding in rage at the piano while you're notating the music that's railing into heaven. You have to kind of calm down and meter it out very gradually.